hasn't got the big serve and the volley behind it. He can adapt his game to any conditions, and he can play that sort of game. But he really does rather prefer to stay back, work for his openings, then come forward.
Time. Seats quickly, please.
Ricardo Acuna, who just failed there in that set, I'm sure is far from giving up the fight in this match.
What a contrast between the two sets, Bill.
Set.
19 minutes for the opening, as you said, and the second set took just over the hour.
Love 15.
This is where we came in. 7 times. And it produces an 8th double fault.
Love 30.
Well, the contest to play and counter the lob has been one of the features of the match.
Love 40. $15.40.
1 break point saved. Marvelous stuff.
Well, wonderful play by both players again. Connor's there with the open court, but both players absolutely stretched to the limit. Change of officials. Isn't it marvellous to see that now they've got their coats off and finally Wimbledon is truly a sunny Wimbledon.
Poor umpire, though, has always to sit with his jacket on.
Those people up there are having a lovely sunny afternoon up in the West Open stand. And they're really seeing a match where two players, knowing the prize at stake, knowing the #1 seed has gone out of this tournament, knowing that every one of the men left in this tournament has a chance now to win it, and a real chance at that. And perhaps nobody thinking that more than the remaining top seed in the tournament, Jimmy Connors, who now serves 2 sets up and with a break in the third.
Love. 15 all. First service. Fifteen, 30. All. Come on, 40, 30. Game Connors. Connors leads 2 games to love.
Jimmy Connors' 14th attempt at winning this title. He's twice been successful. Looking good at this stage.
Love. Love.
That's as good a backhand volley as he's played. Oh, great pass. Wonderful return.
30-15.
Just like a bullet, some of these backhand returns. His favourite stroke, of course, Connors. Wonderfully directed. Minimal height over the net. 30-15.
Game, Acuna. Connors leads 2 games to 1, 3rd set, and by 2 sets to love.
As the match goes on, and as the weather almost gets hotter as the afternoon gets on, so this man's play gets hotter, I think. He's got himself into a lovely rhythm at the moment of serve and volley. He's not a tall man, 5'9", but when he serves, he has a very full body turn. Rather like throwing a cricket ball, he winds himself up well and uncoils the spring of his body and arm. He really unleashes a very, very fierce serve. And that action carries him naturally forward, and he's been volleying superbly in the last few games. Really a very firm wrist, and he's punching the volleys and getting close to the net. The fact that he gets close to the net means that he's slightly vulnerable to the Connors lob, which is such a such an important part of Connor's armoury. But he really is playing well, Acuna, and I doff my hat to him for the way he's hung on in this match against really fierce hitting. Tremendous support for the old champion, Jimmy Connors, as he serves 2 sets up with a break 2-1.
Love. Connors leads 3-1.
One lone voice for one man, followed by another for the other.
Love.
8 double faults, 8 aces.
Love. 15.
Never misses a chance, whatever the state of the match.
Well, this return seemed to go right through Acuna's racket. I think perhaps it must have been a rare bad bounce. Or perhaps it was just lack of timing on his part. 30 all.
40-30. Acuna. Ball change. Connors leads 3-2, third set by 2 sets to love.
Lovely last point by the Chilean, Ricardo Acuna. That lovely fluent service action. Connors having to move out of the way on his service return. Digging it up there, Acuna. Not an easy shot. Right across court by Connors with a bit of topspin. And then the lovely wrong footing volley. A really classic and beautifully played rally by the Chilean Davis Cup player, Acuna. And it's almost impossible to believe that this man is 133 on the computer, because he really is a good tennis player. The only chinks in his armour, I think, that I've noticed are really rather inexplicable errors on some returns of serve, ground strokes, almost invariably on the return of serve, when he really seems to be in 2 or 3 minds what shot to play.
Time.
But apart from that, he's played lovely all-court tennis. And keeping Mr. Connors very busy indeed.
Jimmy Connors still with a break, serving with new balls at 3-2 in the third set. Oh, beauty.
Well, if anybody watching wants to know how to play a classic backhand, just watch this Acuna backhand. Everything is right about it.
All.
Connors made to scurry, and certainly some improvisation from the Chilean.
Connors leads 4 games to 2. Love.
Connors
30-15.
congratulating the frame of his racket, below the head, the neck of the racket as it were, because it was that part that played the ball over.
(40-15).
Oh dear.
What a delightful little love again from Jimmy Connors.
40-30. Correction.
Linesman called out, but Richard Kaufman said that he saw it land in. And I think Mr. Kaufman is right. Jimmy Connors pointing to the dust that he thought. Never a dull moment when he's on court. But all credit to the umpire. He's playing it again, playing a let. Great return.
Deuce.
Connors right on top of the ball. Thumped it down. Ball was in.
Advantage Connors.
Point for 5-2.
Oh yes, and under such pressure. Wonderful play by the Chilean here to take this point. Connors on the offensive here. Acuna the running pass. Lovely shot and back to deuce. Well, these boys are really working each other hard. Look at the volley by Acuna. And the despairing lunge at the second one. And another break point to Connors.
Connors. Connors leads 5 games to 2, third set by 2 sets to love.
What a remarkable man Jimmy Connors is. Over 10 years at the top of the tree, 2 successful Wimbledons, 4 times runners-up. I mean, it's a marvelous career, Bill.
Well, he's a man who really deserves to succeed, Barry, because he gives everything all the time. He's absolutely steeped in tennis, this man, and it's been his life, of course. He once told me, Barry, that he started playing tennis at the age of 2. I said, I don't really believe that. And he promised me that it was true, that his grandmother and mother got him out there on the court and, of course, more or less forced tennis down his throat at that stage. But ever since then, tennis has been his life. And it really would be a rather marvellous end to this colossal career if he could really go all the way in these championships. But full credit to this man coming towards you. He's made a fine match of this.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
So amid much noise and encouragement for both men, now Connors serving to take this match and go into the semi-final.
Love 15. All. $30-15.
Two match points.
Game, set, match, Connors. Connors wins 3 sets to love, 6-1, 7-6, 6-2.
Well, a terrific match that. Connors now going through into his semi-final, which is more or less par for the course for him. He's always in the semis or the final or a winner. Almost every year he's been here. Goes through to meet Kevin Curran.
The crowd here will certainly remember the qualifier who did so well on the day after a tortuous and torrid start.